Alright, so this is video number 4 about mass shootings. We've already talked about, talking to people, actually engaging people, and about noticing those events of loss and noticing how people react to it. And then, actually asking that question, are you thinking about killing someone? Or are you thinking about killing yourself? So what do you do when you actually get an affirmative answer to one of those two questions? Well, either way, I think we have a similar answer. But let me first talk about what you don't do. Now, depending on the situation, you don't just immediately go take someone to the police. And let me tell you why. Okay? Imagine that you are in the depths of despair and you're thinking about doing something terrible, and someone doesn't pass go, doesn't collect $200, and they just take you to the police, or they take you to the emergency room, or they call 911, or whatever the case may be, right? You feel like you're passed from person to person. Now let me tell you how this works. Suicide or homicide, either way, if you have those ideations, here's what happens. And if someone takes you to the emergency room or whatever, you'll get passed on and eventually find yourself in the psych ward, right? You'll spend like maybe 72 hours, and they'll give you some medication, and at the end of the day, or end of a few days, you get released, and you go home, and you have meds, and you're not fixed. And you feel like you've been passed on from person to person, and you might even feel more angry than you did before you started. You might have even more resolve to go kill yourself or kill someone else because you feel ignored. A lot of people that are dealing with these ideations feel ignored, they feel alone, and they feel desperate. And you can actually increase that feeling and make them even more dangerous. So don't simply pass them on unless the situation is beyond your control. Sometimes things do get so dangerous so quickly then you have no choice. But if you have a choice, this goes back to my theme here. Be a human being. Talk to the person about it. Talk to them about how they got to this point. Talk to them about the event of loss that has happened to them. Talk about how they're reacting. Let them go to the depths of depression with you for just a moment and care for them and listen. A lot of folks that are shooting up buildings, they just want to be heard. Why not listen for a moment instead of let them go shoot people to have their message heard? I mean, would it kill you to talk to a person and have a conversation? So again, for right now, I want you to begin engaging people and look at those warning signs. Listen to those events of loss. Check out those reactions. And if need be, ask a serious question. Are you thinking about killing yourself, or are you thinking about killing other people? And if they say yes, listen to them. Listen to their story. Engage with them, participate in that conversation, even though it's super uncomfortable. Now, in the next video, I'm going to talk about what to talk about. I'm going to talk a little more about this actual conversation that you are going to have and how that might look and how that might work. So, yeah, that's what I got for now.